What's crackin', and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm cozyceto, and I'm so happy you're here. Today is Wednesday, and that means it's a reset day, and you already know it's time to lock in our results for Daisy's Fashion Runway and check out all of the new content that has come our way today. Before we dive in, I hope y'all enjoy the new channel outfit. This will be our May fashion, and I think y'all chose insanely well with this fairy-inspired style. If you missed this month's poll, don't worry, we will be back at the end of May with another one, so keep your eyes out for it. If you're hyped for this week and ready to dive into the shenanigans of our second week of the Star Wars takeover, drop a like and let's see what's new. I did already show this one off in our voting showcase, but here is my submission once again for the Daisy's Fashion Runway Challenge. I do think that this is one of my best creations to date, so I really hope it pulls out a 4K victory and maybe even ranks in the higher part of that. So let's get in there and see what happened. And thank goodness, because we are finally back to 4K, and rank 4,316 definitely feels fair for this snap, so I am super happy with how this turned out, and it makes me feel insanely good. Hopefully we all got ranks that we're happy with and proud of, and there were only surprises in the best ways possible. Let me know how you ranked in the comments below. I'm curious, I would love to know how you guys did. Now that we have some moonstones in our pocket, I do want to take a look at the premium shop to see where all of these lovely moonstones are going. Before we start looking at these items one by one, I do have a bit of a confession I need to make. I let my husband talk me into buying all of the Star Wars collection last week, so you may want to keep your eye out for the most chaotic build session you've ever seen, as I attempt to build a Star Wars themed snap, dare I say, with basically no knowledge of the franchise and really just the new items as inspiration. Now that I have outed myself and confessed my sins, I do think it is time to look over all of the new items here to drain my bank. Starting off with the absolute hidden gem of the Star Wars collection, this is the Padme Amidala's Lakeside Ensemble, and I am kind of obsessed with these pieces. The dress is so gorgeous and unique, and I love the back to possibly use while your character overlooks a pretty scene. Then moving on to the hairstyle, this is so cute, and you can even see there are some sparkles up in this, which could add a gorgeous cosmic or dreamy effect to dream snaps, so I'm excited to see how people end up styling this one. Then the shoes, oh my goodness, the shoes. Look at these beauties. Wow, I love them. I think that this purple is so pretty, and it could even blend well with some of the other pastel items that we have available. So for $17.50 overall, I think that this Star Wars collection is definitely the highlight of the entire takeover. Next up on stage is the Anakin Skywalker Jedi Ensemble, and this one does admittedly have me far less excited. Though I do think that this is a big win for the players who prefer the male avatar, because the guys can feel so insanely hard to dress in this game, and any new high quality clothing that also happens to be male centered is definitely welcomed in my book. It is going to feature 4 pieces with the outfit, cloak, hairstyle, and boots all being featured separately in this set. Starting off with the robe, it does have nice detailing, and it does not take your necklace slot from what I saw initially. Nope, there it is. So that can be a major blessing, because so many of these like jumpsuit style outfits can take up so many slots. I mean, down to your bracelets and definitely all of the pieces on your torso and legs. So this is definitely a good thing to at least to be seeing this. Then as well, we have the Jedi cloak. And I don't know, dare I say this might be my favorite item out of this set. I like the detailing on it. I think that it could be pretty versatile to use possibly with Flynn's items as well, to really just round out that rogue feel if that's something you're into. I think that this could be definitely the most used item out of this set if you end up buying this, as far as what could be used in the future going forward. Then we also have this new hairstyle, which I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know what it's giving. Oh good, there's a little rat tail on the back. Lovely. You know, like, it's cute. It's definitely for the franchise. And I think that there are people who are definitely going to appreciate it. And I probably would too, but I don't think I like this little braid over here. It's just not for me. Lastly, in this collection, we have these boots, and I honestly love them. I think that these also have some really nice detailing, just like the robe and the cloak. Though I will be passing on this set, I think that these boots could also give you some more use, especially if we look up here and see there are quite a few tags satisfied by these, so they could definitely show up in the future for dream snaps and the like. So I don't know, I think that this could be worth it if it's something that you're into. I will be passing personally, but $17.50 isn't terrible for this set of items. And here it is. I know so many people have been hoping to see lightsabers, and I'm personally not super opposed to this part of Star Wars making a scene in the valley, so I'm honestly really excited to see this. This is also the first accessory of its kind, offering not just one new photo pose, but 4, so we can get lots of interesting movement out of this piece. This also gives me a ton of hope for future items coming to the game, and I am excited to see if we get other items that give us multiple poses as well. I do think though that the $17.50 price on this would feel just a little bit steep to me without all of the poses being added for this item, but I know I will probably end up buying this one as well, just because I do like having as many poses as possible available for my dream snaps. My, what do we have here? This is new. I've never seen this happen in all of the time since I began playing, but it looks like all 3 of last week's Star Wars collection items have stuck around in this week's shop. That is exceptionally curious indeed, though I went through these items last week, so we will be skipping these for now and moving on to our next new item of today. And our last new featured item is this stunning bundle that I will absolutely be adding to my collection. 2,000 moonstones on both of these gorgeous floral skins for the Wishing Well and Goofy's stall is just an absolute steal. And if you haven't splurged on a skin for either one of these items yet, I highly suggest picking these up together. We have never seen both of these skins bundled together like this, and especially not for this amazing price that only one item would normally cost. The Wishing Well has this just stunning foliage. Like, I love the way that the flowers are dripping off of the top and the bottom portions of this well, as well as that very greenhouse inspired top of the arch. It's just a gorgeous well overall. Then, moving on to Goofy's Springtime stall. All of the vines up top are gorgeous, and I love all of the potted flowers next to the stall as well. It really helps sell the springtime feel, and I think this could blend in super naturally with a pretty garden scene. Now to our limited time deals of the week. We have the Red Panda onesie for $1,200, which is 20% off of its usual $1,500 moonstone price. Then we also have the Finding Nemo inspired outfit, which is $800 instead of its usual $1,000 moonstone price, which is also 20% off. These aren't bad deals, but neither one really stands out to me, so let's head down to see what recommended items they have chosen for me this week. This is for sure an interesting recommended for this week, and it has brought back the Cloud Cottage of last update. the Big Hero 6 Workspace Bundle, the Rainy Day Essentials 1 pack, and an extremely goofy conductor. I'm actually going to go ahead and pin this one because I need all of the dream styles, and since I don't have this one yet, I will end up wanting to pick it up eventually, though my moonstones have taken a big hit today, so I am probably going to pause my spending for now. Alrighty, now I have gone ahead and placed the new Well and Goofy skins, as well as changed into the Padme ensemble with a fun lightsaber to match. I think all of this stuff actually end up translating very well to the Valley, and it looks lovely in practice, just like it did in the shop. I am actually such a sucker for these new skins. Oh my goodness, like, look at the detailing, look at the detailing. It is lovely. And then over here on the Goofy stall, just wow, I am obsessed with these. I'm actually so obsessed with these, I might consider hosting a little bit of a design contest to feature both of these in a build. So it is an idea in my head. You may want to keep your eyes posted for more. This dress is just everything, and I do love how the sparkles are even showing up in the Valley, in the hairstyle. Man, that plunging back, that is good. Wow, this is so stunning. I love this outfit. This might be one of my new favorites, and definitely it was a hidden surprise because I knew I was going to like it. I did not know I was going to fall in love with it. So I am so excited to see where I will have more opportunities to really wear it. I think it's going to be a gorgeous one. Yay! Great premium shop this week, guys. And just real quick, while we are still in Star Wars mode, I did want to come over to the challenge of the week and see how our predictions held up since I was 2 for 2 over in the shop. It does seem like Coziness Beyond the Stars has taken us for a bit of a left turn because while we were half right with predicting the strong and simple tags, Modern has completely thrown me for a loop and is not something I necessarily saw coming. Futuristic is not surprising, but it is a bit limiting since it is one of our lesser represented tags and items overall. I think we did do pretty well though, and a shout out to Ravenous Phantom who suggested the futuristic tag even when I was in doubt. You knew what was up, so congrats on predicting that correctly. Admittedly, this outfit has grown on me so fast, and overall I think that this week's shop ended up being wonderful and very high quality. From the new Star Wars items to the first of its kind Springtime Valley bundle, there is so much in the shop for people to enjoy. I hope that this Reset Day review gave you a nice look ahead as to what is come our way this week, and I look forward to joining you soon with more Dreamlight Valley and more content coming your way. I've got to figure out how I'm going to manage a Star Wars snap with nothing to guide me but these items, so I better get to work. Y'all stay cozy, stay curious, and keep an eye out for more Cheshire shenanigans starting today. I'll catch you in the next one, but until then, toodles!